So I made this severed head candy bucket for my friend's Terrifier 2 cosplay. I've never made anything like this before, so it was definitely a learn as we go kind of thing. Yeah, big shout out to YouTube and all of my hoarded craft materials because this was just a full-on winging it kind of process. I thought I'd give a little rundown of kind of how I did it in case anyone else wanted to ever, serve hors d'oeuvres out of their head, I guess. I don't know. I learned a lot about a bunch of different mediums and I thought it was cool, so I was just gonna share it. Okay, so to start, I had to make a mold of my face. I ended up using plaster because the stuff for silicone kits was just a little bit more than I wanted to spend on this. The plaster, it worked really well, but the cleaning up of the mold, it took a lot of effort, and clay, and tears. But anyways, this was the longest step because I had to keep going back in to fill the holes and wait for those to dry, and I kind of just also lost interest for a little bit, so this situation just plagued my bathroom floor for about a week. But anywho, after that was done, I went ahead and went full-on Dwight Schrute on this mannequin head so I could stick the face on it. E6000 glue is the GOAT, and it worked perfectly for this. And once that was on, I had to do the base coat for the face, and I hadn't painted anything in maybe a decade, so I had to relearn color theory. I didn't want to buy a skin tone just because I really don't want to buy it. If I can make it, I'd rather do that. So I just used white and primary colors, and then just tried to match it to a foundation that I had, so I didn't have to keep looking at my face. Oh yeah, hot tip here that I kind of wish that I knew. If you water down the paint a lot, it makes it look much, much better for application. Oh yeah, also I painted on some messy makeup and slapped some fake eyelashes on there so I could look cute for my beheading. After all the paint was done, I cut off the top of the head and scooped out a lot of the foam, and then I just put the wig on top and cut it open as best as I could. After that, I just painted the foam inside a brownish black for a base, and that took an eternity to dry, so yeah. I finally moved shop to the craft dungeon, and here begins my reign of terror with the hot glue gun. I dumped a bunch of it in these little globby circular motions to try and make it look fleshy and icky and whatnot, and it worked pretty well. I used this OPI nail polish I had lying around, and it was honestly perfect for a base color. I used it probably more than I should have, but it worked, and so I used it, and that's what happened. And then for the skin around the head hole thing, I first used liquid latex and toilet paper, but that was probably super unnecessary because then I just brought the hot glue gun back in. Yeah, I don't know. The few things in life spark joy like a friggin' hot glue gun does for me. But anyway, I painted that black, and then I added some more touch-ups and then waited for everything to dry. And then after that, we got to the blood part, and that's when it really started to come together. I didn't want to ball out on fake blood. I bought one and it wasn't working, and I just didn't want to buy another one. So I did some research, and I found a recipe for this blood that would dry all the way, but still retain the shape and the shine of fresh blood. So it's literally just clear glue, like Elmer's clear glue, and food coloring. I had to mess with the color balance a lot and did a bunch of test swatches and whatnot, and it worked for what I needed it to. But yeah, after that I messed around with more paint and food coloring concoctions just for details, and yeah, I probably went really, really overboard, but we have fun here. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here's my severed head. I should have gotten candy for this, but there it is. Yay. Okay. Woo. Okay, bye.